Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time joining, my name is Vicky and I'm a yoga teacher. Today we will be moving through a Ujjayi breath practice. The Ujjayi breath for me is the most simple, the least weird breathing technique, and it takes you to that extra depth. So if you're a complete beginner and you're going, what the heck is Ujjayi? Basically, Ujjayi breath is an ocean sound that we create with our breath. And we do this by constricting the back of the throat. We slow down the breath and the oxygen intake. And this actually helps more oxygen to be absorbed into the lungs. Fun fact, if you didn't know that. If you are keen to try this out, we'll just start off with the feet spread apart. Bringing the hands into the heart, closing the eyes. Spreading your toes out and rooting each toe down into the mat. Just beginning to come into the present moment by focusing on your natural breath. Noticing how the breath naturally fills the lungs and how the breath naturally leaves the lungs. Maybe even feeling if there's a difference in temperature as the air flows in through the nostrils and as the air flows out. And then beginning to try to restrict the back of the throat. Just practicing and seeing if you can engage the Ujjayi breath. It should sound like this. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale 2 more rounds. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Opening the eyes. Okay, if it feels a little bit weird at first, this is super normal. It can take time to make it become a bit more natural for you, and this only really comes with practice. Okay, so we'll start to bring some movement in with it, but making sure that the focus is the Ujjayi breath. So don't compromise the breath for the sake of the movement, okay? Keep your mind focused on that breath. So keeping the hands on the heart, taking an inhale, hands rise to the sky, palms touch. And exhale, taking all that energy down back to your sides, push the air down. Inhale, gathering the energy up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, pushing the air down. Inhale, this time engaging the lower belly, feet sink into the ground. And exhale, flowing down. Inhale, hands rise. This time grabbing the fingers together, flipping the palms up, and exhale to the right for a side bend, holding here. Inhale and exhale, going a little bit deeper. Inhale through center Exhale to the other side. Holding and lifting the chest with your inhale. And exhale, going deeper. Inhale through center. And exhale, diving all the way to the ground, bending the knees if you need. Inhale, hands to the shins, straight legs, extending the spine, halfway lift. And exhale, folding with all that length to the ground. Inhale, pushing through the feet, rising up to the sky, palms touch. And exhale, bringing that energy into your heart. Okay, one more round, let's repeat. Inhale, hands rise, palms touch. Flipping the palms up. Exhale to the right. Coming straight up this time through center. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Up through the center. Inhale. Exhale, diving to the ground, bending the knees if you need. Inhale, straightening the legs, hands to shins, halfway lift. And exhale, bending the knees again as you fold to the ground. Inhale, rolling up, circling hands to the sky. Exhale, bringing that energy down, rooting through the feet. One more round without cues this time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, energy to the heart, holding it here, closing the eyes, allowing your breath to become natural once again. Just releasing all control and simply observing the sensations in the body. Maybe you'll feel a little bit of buzzing and tingling throughout the body. This often happens when we bring more oxygen into all of the cells. And opening the eyes. Just releasing the hands, shaking it out a little bit. Really just loosening up the body. Okay, now we'll start to bring the sun salutations into it. And this is really great practice for balancing both sides of the body, really working with the flexibility of the spine, the hips, overall body flexibility, okay? And we'll be bringing the Ujjayi breath into this. So making your way to the top of the mat, bringing your big toes together with a small space between the heels, rooting through the feet, lower belly in, standing tall, hands to the heart. Just beginning to engage the Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Opening the eyes. Taking hands up with your inhale, palms touch. Exhale, diving to the ground. Dropping the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Belly in. Exhale, bending the knees, planting hands, stepping back into plank. Inhale here, straight plank with the body. And exhale, either dropping the knees or keeping them up. Lower down to the ground, keeping the belly up. Exhale. Inhale, peeling the chest up for cobra and holding here for a moment. Keeping the elbows close to the ribs, pressing through each finger into the mat. Really just allowing that chest to open, the upper spine to start to be energized with oxygen and blood today. One more deep inhale. And exhale, releasing down to the ground. Inhale, pushing up onto the knees, belly in. And exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Stepping the feet in if you need. Spreading the fingers wide, hands slightly wider than the shoulders. And trying to wrap the inner shoulders in towards each other as you press your chest back towards the thighs. If you're quite tight in the hamstrings, you can come up onto your toes here, bending the knees. The priority is to have a straight, open, strong spine here, trying not to round through the spine. Taking 2 more breaths here, engaging your Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. Looking forward, walking to the top of the mat. When you get there, inhale, halfway lift. Open chest, and exhale, taking that length and folding down. Inhale, hands rise to the sky, maybe taking a slight back bend at the top. And exhale, taking that energy into your heart. Okay, let's do another 3 rounds. Just picking up the speed a little bit. Dropping the hands down, open chest, preparing, and let's begin. Inhale, hands rise, Ujjayi breath. Exhale, folding to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Dropping down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, dropping down, pressing up and back. Downward facing dog. Holding for 2 breaths. Exhaling all the air out, looking forward and stepping or hopping to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding, dropping the head. Inhale, hands rise, slight back bend if you can. And exhale, hands to heart. Again. Inhale. Exhale, folding down, dropping the head. Inhale, halfway lift, extending chest forward. Exhale, stepping or floating back into Chaturanga, all the way to the ground. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, chin to chest, belly up and in. As you press to downward dog. 2 breaths here, Ujjayi. All the air out, looking forward, hopping lightly or walking to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, roots through the feet, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, one more round. No cues this time. Inhale. Two breaths, downward dog. Sucking the lower belly up and in. Looking forward, making your way to the top. And fold. Rising. Hands to heart. Closing the eyes. Allowing the breath to become natural, standing tall. Once again, taking a moment to check in with yourself. Just to observe what's going on in your body and mind. Opening the eyes, we'll begin to make our way to the ground as we wind down our practice. Dropping the hands. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, folding. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back, lowering down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. This time rolling forward into your plank and holding your plank, sucking the belly up and in, opening the chest, extending the heels back. And we'll do some spinal rolls, trying to engage the Ujjayi breath. And imagine that you're moving the breath up and down the spine as you try to create waves like water. Okay, so tilting the hips, releasing back into downward dog with your inhale. And exhale, rolling forward. Opening the chest with the inhale. Exhale back. Inhale as you wave open. Exhale as you push back. Inhale, open. Moving with your own breath. Holding your dog, coming into stillness, releasing the breath to natural. And dropping the knees down. Coming down into child's pose. Knees together or as wide as the mat. Just whatever works for your body. Bringing the forehead to the ground. Breathing here. Just allowing your energy to come down. Allowing your lower back to receive some love here. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the hips down. And making your way up onto sitting back onto your heels. Placing your hands either palms facing up on the legs, or maybe I invite you to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Just whichever you feel that you need today. Sitting up tall. Just checking in with yourself one final time. Simply noticing how you feel now compared to the beginning of the practice. I invite you to notice if any self-judgment came up during your practice. Maybe you struggled a bit with the breathing technique. Maybe you didn't feel that you were doing the poses as well as you should. I invite you to notice those feelings and thoughts, but to not give them any power over you. Just to simply watch them without any judgment and without any need to engage with them. Yoga is a practice. It gets easier with time. When we know the poses, when we know the techniques, it becomes much easier to find our flow, to get stronger. But it's a journey about going deeper into ourselves, observing ourselves, getting to know how our brains work, how our minds work. So there's no point in judging, 0 point. So with that in mind, bringing your hands into your heart, into a prayer position, just thanking yourself for showing up today, for trying, for having fun with it. Allow yourself to smile as you bring your thumbs up to the middle of your forehead, taking one last deep inhale. And exhale as you bow down. Sealing off the practice. And coming back up. Thank you for practicing with me. I really hope that you got a lot out of this class, and I'd absolutely love to hear your experiences in the comments, or even send me a message if you don't want to make your comment public. And yeah, if you enjoy my style of teaching, please subscribe, like, comment, and don't forget to turn on notifications, because otherwise you might not see my videos. And yeah, there will be more to come. So looking forward to sharing my heart and my practice with you guys. Sending lots of love. Have an amazing day.